an incident can be more than that. That there's opportunities to change and to move forward in a socially progressive way. Every case has that opportunity to bring about social reform, to bring about additional issues, and to dramatize those issues. Every case presents an opportunity for public change. And so I see that here. All of you, many of you know that I feel very strongly about those kinds of issues. And we have seen changes down through the last number of years from an individual case that starts like this, starts in a horrific way, where someone has been killed unconscionably under circumstances that were unjustified. But the community rises up and people of goodwill go forward and make the challenge, because you have to challenge the people in authority. You have to make them uncomfortable. And you only can do that by asking for the question, as they always say. John Lewis would say, make good trouble. And that's what we plan to do here. So what I'd like to do now is, any immediate people have any questions for me or any of the family members, please come up.
Try to yell it.
Well, say it.
It looked like in the video that the police tried to provide life-saving procedures. Is Chief Brooks claiming that this is not an in-custody death?
I don't really know what he is claiming, and frankly, I don't care what he's claiming. So I don't, to be honest with you, I don't really, so I don't really care what police have to say about events, okay? Liars always lie. We wouldn't be here if we're telling the truth, because we're here telling the truth, that means they would have to lie. And if they're telling the truth, I wouldn't be here, okay? So I don't care too much. What I have is what our clients have said. We know that the young man's dead. It was a consequence from police activity, placed underground, on the floor, and the young man saying, "Please don't kill me," and he was in fact killed. So that's what the issue is from our point of view.
Hey, if they were telling the truth, Angelo would be here.
Right.
Angelo wouldn't be dead if they were telling the truth.
Or employ proper techniques,
Exactly.
using their voice, calming the situation, as opposed to being aggressively and snatching it from his mother's bosom.
All they have to do is follow the rules.
Yes.
You said you filed suit this morning.
No, filed a claim.
You filed a claim. Can you go into more about what that claim is?
We'll have copies, limited number of copies of the claim here. I filed it this morning. What it is a government code claim form which preserves the state law causes of action, which are required to file within a period of 6 months. So things like battery, wrongful death, negligence, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and negligent infliction of emotional distress. And what that is a claim where a person's loved one is harmed in their presence, and they're aware of it, which is certainly the case here with the mom and the sister who were right there when everything was happening. So they have their own separate claims for that as well.
See, the essence of it is a wrongful death. Somebody's life was taken wrongfully, violation of their civil rights and the state constitution. We'll do the federal things later. But the essence of it is a person's life was taken wrongfully in violation of the law, and the mother and the sister who saw it, their rights as related to him were violated as well. So that's the essence of it. Okay?
Now they have 45 days to respond to this, starting today.
And once they, what typically happens is that they have their 45 days, and when that's finished, we then will file a federal lawsuit, alleging federal civil rights violations, incorporate the state transactions as well. This is a situation to start the process. So that's what we've done here. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Were the officers wearing body cams?
As far as we know, they were not.
And they are doesn't have them.
We don't have them. We don't have them.
Hold on, you had a question already. Somebody else. Yes.
Are you aware of any of the names of the officers involved?
I don't have the name. Do you want me to?
Not yet. We've asked that. We've asked that. We've asked for reports. They've given us nothing so far.
What's your response to not getting anything? Okay.
Our response is, our response is, did they tell anybody that this even happened? No. Well, I mean, it's suspicious.
We're going to get all of that. That's what the legal process is about. That's why I prefer that way, because you're going to get what you're entitled to get under the law, and we're entitled to get everything else. I will say this, from a community point of view, the community itself should be active. The various organizations that are here, They should be active and bringing attention and challenges to the department itself. That should happen.
That's it, that's it.
Because the law is one way to handle it, but the other way to handle it is community pressure. And politicians, as you know, respond to community pressure. So I encourage activity. You know, Town Hall is an example, and Uncle Bobby and them have all been aggressive in bringing these attentions either to the state or to the local community. We've been involved in a lot of cases that way, and then sometimes the lawyers are in a position to incorporate the reforms through litigation. So litigation is not the only way to go. Community pressures, really, community support, because politicians will listen to numbers, they will listen to advocates, and so be involved. You know, all power to the people, and it really is something to be said for that. Power to the people itself. Okay. Any other questions?
Can we do one-on-ones?
I mean,
We do some one-on-ones? Talk to some of the family members.
oh, the family. You can talk. Yeah, the family wants to talk. Yeah, the family can talk if they want to talk.
But one-on-one.
Yeah, whatever they, however they want to do it, they can do it. Okay? If they want us to be present, we will. If they don't, that's fine. Okay, well, that's one other thing we're going to do. We're going to play a video.
Right, I have a video of Mr. Quinto of Angelo in life, and you'll see, you know, as you can tell, very thoughtful, very introspective young man, and he's gotten some bad news, as you'll see in this video that he had put on Facebook about his potential career in the Navy that he had sought. And it's a long video. I'll send you guys links for it, but I'll play a couple minutes of it just so you get a sense of really who he was in life.